So today is a very exciting day. This is something I've been wanting to do for so long. In fact, it was one of my goals for this year was to try making sourdough bread and starting my own sourdough starter. And I think I did it. I think I actually started a sourdough starter. This is my first time doing this. I don't know if I did it right. This is the first time I'm actually going to be cooking with my sourdough starter or starting to bake with my starter, so wish me luck. I have no idea what I'm doing, so if you have any tips or tricks, please let me know. Other than that, we're going to try to make my first loaf of sourdough bread. I'm so excited. Look how cool this is. I fed my little starter this morning and it like literally tripled in size, so that's a good sign. So without further ado, let's try to make some sourdough bread. So let's just say my baking expertise is kind of like non-existent. I pretty much only bake things from a box, so this should be interesting. So I went ahead and pre-measured my flour, my water, and then I'll just have to measure out my starter. And then I guess we just go for it. I did order like a little sourdough starter kit on Amazon, and it came with everything I needed, so that made it really easy. So I guess that's step one, the water, the flour with the starter, and now I let it rest for about 30 minutes. Now it just sits overnight in the fridge and we'll bake it in the morning. Hi, Miss Maple. Hi, you wanna come up? Jump up. Oh, hi, yes. Good girl, good morning. I love you. All right, good morning. We just got back from Pilates and we woke up and it was like downpouring. It's like super gray out and it's a really super gray and gloomy day. Hi, baby.
Hello.
Hello. So anyways, I'm gonna do some things around the house. We are selling our bar stools, which is exciting. We have some new ones coming, they're on their way. And we're gonna finish making my sourdough bread and see how it goes. Like, pretty confident with how it's going so far, but we won't know until it actually bakes. Yeah, I'm kind of nervous. Got a little here. There you go.
I'm building a company.
Oh yeah, so he's busy and ooh, super exciting. I want to do some DIYs tomorrow. Get some things done around the house today, some DIYs tomorrow, and start knocking some things off the list, right? I'm gonna redo those closet doors.
Oh nice, I was wondering why they were in the hallway.
Yeah, we're gonna do a little DIY, do a little sprucing, but first I am gonna get these bar stools ready to sell, and then we'll go from there. So bar stools. I had the hardest time finding something that went with my vision, and these were pretty close. I found these at a consignment store. They were really nice quality, and they worked with kind of what I was looking for. I had a hard time finding something online, but I finally found some new bar stools, and they're even better than I could imagine. They're from Denver Modern. I feel like this bar stool combines the best of all worlds, especially with the leather that I picked. So they're actually on back order right now, so they should be here like mid-August, so fingers crossed. So since I listed these and since somebody wants to buy them, we are going to sell them and take advantage of that. So we will be bar stoolless for, I don't know, a couple weeks. But I'd rather that and get exactly what we're looking for and sell these, and it's gonna work out great. So I want to show you another angle of like a before, because I really do like them, but I just feel like it could be better and could be a little more unique. I'm excited to see what the new bar stools look like. And here's the thing, I feel like with the furniture and decor, like I have a pretty good foundation, but now that we've been here almost a year, which is nuts. Actually, I think we've literally just hit a year. It's mind-blowing. A lot has happened. Anyways, I feel like I can envision each space and kind of know our needs for each room and space. So I feel like I'll be able to take it to the next level, like repaint and add different things and DIY furniture and finally buy some pieces that we are really, really wanting for this space. But I really do like to live in a space for a minute and kind of get an idea of how we use the space before I make like some of these big decisions. So I feel like we're finally ready for that chapter and I cannot wait. And I'm very excited to like start with the bar stools. Very excited, if you can't tell. Hello.
Hi, would you like me to come around?
No, I actually have them right here for you. So the time has come. I'm gonna pull the sourdough dough out of the fridge and we're gonna put it in my Dutch oven and pop it in the oven and see how this turns out. I'm actually kind of nervous and excited and curious. Oh man. This has been like, 2 weeks in the process to get that starter going, so I'm very, very intrigued. Ooh, looks so good. So I actually did 2 loaves because I kind of figured since I was already in the mode, had all the ingredients out, I thought I would try 2 because then I have 2 tests to see if one turns out better. And I don't know, just thought might as well since I'm doing it. And if it turns out great, then I have 2 loaves of sourdough. Well, she's kind of looking like a sourdough loaf of bread, and that makes me very happy. Ah. The moment of truth. Let's see how he did. Oh my gosh, no way. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Oh my gosh, I think I did it. Hot. Baby, I think I did it.
That's awesome, sweetheart. It's so glad you did it.
That's a hot loaf of bread. Look,
Jesus.
I made a loaf of sourdough.
Oh my god. Well, it's crazy. It actually looks like bread.
Does that surprise you? Let's cut a piece of our sourdough and see how we did on our very first loaf. Oh my gosh, it looks right. It tastes pretty good. Oh my gosh, no way. I actually think I did this right. It smells so good. Do a little butter. A little salt. I think we successfully made our first loaf of sourdough bread. We have to do a taste test, of course. I'm pretty proud of myself. Pretty proud. Oh, that's so cool. That's really good. Oh yeah, it's still warm too.
Really?
Yep.
Oh my goodness. That is soft bread.
It's chewy, just like sourdough should be. There's room to improve, but it's not bad.
It's really good.
Right?
It tastes really good. I'm just a little afraid. Will I get food poisoning?
No!
You've been concocting that on a windowsill for days. That's really good.
What are those?
Florida fashion.
Are you
That's
pretty
really
impressed?
Hmm. So you can bake bread for fondue for me?
I can make bread for fondue now.
So like how much, what am I eating?
Flour, water, salt, and the yeast. That's it.
Wow. That's really good. Good job. For a first try, even for a second or third or 10th try, that was really good.
Cool. That's exciting. So I honestly can't believe that I baked 2 loaves of sourdough bread, and I'm very happy I did like the test loaf, like I did 2 at a time, so that way I could try 2 different things. I ended up cooking my second one a little longer, and it got even more golden and crispy, and so I learned a lot just from doing those first 2 loaves. So I'm probably going to be baking a lot of bread. But I'm not mad about it. And there's actually 2 reasons why I wanted to bake sourdough bread. One as like a challenge and a goal, and like just kind of to know how to do it, and now I do, so that's kind of exciting, and I'm excited to like learn more. And then the second reason is I love sourdough bread, and I couldn't find a good loaf of sourdough bread anywhere where we live. Like not at the farmer's market, not at like our version of Whole Foods, nothing. Or the grocery store. And so I was like, you know what? There is no better time than now to start. Those are cooling down, and I'm very excited to eat bread for the rest of the day. In front of me, I have some items from Home Goods. I went the other day, Karen came over and she was like, do you want to run to Home Goods? They have some great Halloween decorations. I was like, sure. So we went, and I had a lot of success. Like a lot. And she walked out with nothing. I was like, oh cool, let's go to Home Goods, she says. But I found some really good finds, so I'm gonna quickly share them with you. There's not too many, but there's some really great items. So the first item I found was a curtain rod for the guest bedroom. Now, I'm very picky when it comes to curtain rods. In fact, when I found the ones for the living room, I should have just bought them for the whole house. I've been hunting high and low for the same ones. They're actually by Ralph Lauren as well, so I'm keeping an eye out. But I grabbed this one, it's pretty similar. I actually thought it was the same one, but it's not. But it's pretty close, and for $30, I'm gonna hold on to it so we can use it in the guest bedroom, because I really, really wanna get like certain areas done and just completed. This next item is so heavy, but it is this beautiful pottery vase, and I've had my eye on it for a couple months. It's been sitting there, and I'm like, no, I don't need it, no, I don't need it. And then I saw a company post one very similar, and they had it listed for like $350, and I was like, wait a minute. And I really liked it. And the reason at first why I didn't grab this one is because it's white, but when I saw the finish of the one that was like $350, I'm like, wait, this is a perfect like DIY project. So I think I'm gonna tackle this tomorrow, but I wanna refinish it to look like a little bit more worn and darker and earthier. This was $80, which is still a good amount for a piece of pottery from Home Goods, but the one that I had my eye on was $350. So obviously this one is a much better deal. So we'll just refinish it and finish it to our liking, you know? That's kind of the beauty of that. So then I found a few bedding items. So I am a sucker for throw blankets, and I've been needing a few throw blankets so that the dogs can't snag. A lot of mine are like woven, and with bigger dogs, like, and Daisy has a really strong like nesting tendency, so she likes to snag things. So I wanted a few things that weren't snaggable. I found these linen like thin quilts. They are a throw size. They're actually by Brooks Brothers, so the quality is definitely there, and they're actually really soft, and they'll only soften even more when you like wash them. But yeah, I really liked that it was like a mini quilt. I felt like it was kind of different. I just felt like these could serve multiple purposes, whether they're on the couch, on our bed, on the side of a chair, eventually on a crib, things like that. So if you watched my last vlog, you saw that I ordered a waffle blanket from Amazon, and I actually ended up returning that. I just felt like the quality wasn't quite there, and I'm very glad I did, because when I walked into Home Goods, I literally walked through the bedding section, and this just like drew me in. I instantly went to it, and I was like, I need this. It is so beautiful. It is this like almost muted coffee color waffle blanket, but it is a very textured waffle, which I like, and it has this beautiful hem detail around the edge, and it's around all sides, which instantly grabbed my attention because I love when decorative blankets like look really put together and just have like a unique edge to them, like literally a unique edge. So this really captured my attention. I'm very excited to put it on the bed and see what it looks like, but just the like earthy muted tone of it, as well as the texture, just gave like a very beautiful like European vibe to me. Very excited to see what it looks like. And then the last thing I found, since we went there for Halloween decor, I actually found some Halloween decor, and it was amazing like how much of it was already gone. I was there a few days ago and like it's already picked over, which is nuts. Like it's July. It's blowing my mind. Like I feel like they keep putting holiday stuff out earlier and earlier. But anyways, I needed a few like bigger pieces for this home. We have a little bit more space and our front yard is a little bigger, so I'm really excited to decorate for the holidays out there. But I found this sign and it's so cute. It says cemetery, haunted house, trick or treat, pumpkin patch, hayride, and corn maze. And I just love mixing like the more like fall tones mixed with like spooky, and it can be done really, really cute. So I kind of felt like this mixed the two vibes. So anyways, I grabbed this and I'm very happy I did. When Sawyer saw it, he was like, yes, Halloween decor. He freaking loves Halloween. So anyways, we scored that at Home Goods. So everything that I found at Home Goods, like I didn't find a crazy amount, but I found some really great quality and some beautiful pieces, and I'm really excited to see what they look like around the house. And I'm so excited to see what that vase looks like refinished. Like I can't wait to do that tomorrow. So should we go see what this looks like on the bed? Yes. The answer is yes. In my last video, I also ordered a new duvet insert, and I ordered two different kinds from the same company. One was just like their all season and one was their like lightweight. We ended up going with the lightweight one in the oversized king. So it really does fill up our duvet cover and feel like really fluffy and full, which is like my favorite thing about a duvet. But it is not super hot. Like we've both been sleeping very comfortably. So I am going to link that one down below because that was a great find. So I just wanted to update you on that now that we've been sleeping with it for about a week. So now that we've updated the duvet insert, let's go ahead and see what this new end of the bed throw looks like. I wish you guys could feel this and just, oh, I am obsessed with this one. It seriously looks like vintage, old world, European. It's exactly what I've been looking for. I am so happy I found this. So next I want to see what this little quilt looks like in here. I feel like this is the perfect blanket for in here because, like I said, at night, Daisy loves to nest, and this is like nesting proof. She literally could do whatever she wants to this, and I don't think it would ever get destroyed, which is awesome. So this just might become Daisy's blanket. So normally I feel like I wouldn't do like ruffles in here because it might give off too much of like a shabby chic vibe. But I feel like with this coverlet or this end blanket, I feel like it kind of goes together. It kind of gives, like I said, that like European bedding, relaxed look. So I feel like it actually works. Definitely works with this end blanket. So referencing last vlog again, but if you watched last vlog, you saw that I brought home this chair from Home Goods, and I have decided that I love this chair, but I do not love the look of it in our bedroom. I think I'm going for a little bit different of a vibe, and I felt like it was just a hair too modern in there. So I have my eyes on a different chair, but I do love a chair in that corner, and so it really did help seeing this chair there, because like I really like the look of it. But this chair was not the right fit. So I've moved it out to my office area, and I have it sitting in here. And again, I really do love a chair in this corner as well, but I don't think this is the right chair for here either. It's a really great chair and it's a really cool look. Hi, Daisy. It's just not the chair that I'm looking for. Like, I love it. It's just not perfectly, just doesn't feel right yet. I don't look at the area or goodbye. I don't look at the spot that it's in and go, oh my gosh, I love it. But it is a great chair and it's super comfortable. So sad to say, but I am going to return it to Home Goods. Wow, you dogs are just creating a ruckus. What are you guys doing? Daisy. I don't even want to know. I don't want to know. Okay, I'm gonna help them find their tennis ball or bone or something because they are just creating a mess. So the last thing on my list to do today is to go through my clothes and go through the closet. I recently put a bunch of stuff up on Poshmark, and that was for like a pile that I had for like a couple months. And I realized, hi people, and I realized the other day when I was getting dressed that there are a lot of items in my closet that I want to go through and get rid of because it either no longer fits or I no longer wear it. And I love going through my closet. It's like very therapeutic and I'm in the mood and I feel like doing it. So let's go ahead and go through my closet. Maple, those better not be dirty feet on the new bedding. But my gosh, you look cute. Oh my gosh, look how cute you look. Hi, sweetheart. Show them how you hold your, no. Show them how you hold your Frisbee. Yes, you're so pretty. So pretty, huh? Hi, Dee Dee. Oh, thank you. Big kisses. Should we go through the closet, girlies? Mr. Ollie, you're on the floor over there, huh? Okay. Let's go through the closet. Thank you. So now I have a huge pile of clothes. So something I like to do is make a pile of items that I want to try on and make sure I want to get rid of, because sometimes I'm just questioning like the fit or if it still fits. And then there's items for sure that I definitely want to get rid of and sell. So I'll make two different piles, one to sell and one to try on. I'm going through clothes, but come look at how the bedding turned out.
Oh, right? Yeah. That looks so familiar to something you used to have, or is it just because I saw it yesterday?
I don't think so.
I think it's still in the closet.
Oh, I have a duvet that's, I mean, it's not this dark. It's like that color.
No, this I'm talking about.
This?
That looks so
Oh,
similar.
I had a duvet. I did have a duvet this light. I just gave it to Scoot and Miranda. And I had to laugh because like I was saying, oh, it looks also European. It literally is like European.
So we're going to watch The Little Mermaid, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, this looks absolutely beautiful.
Look,
yep.
a whole nother pile of clothes.
Clean, dirty, new.
Get rid of.
Oh, good.
Right? Wow, it feels so good to do a closet clean out. It's probably like one of the best feelings to like declutter and get rid of things that you no longer use or wear. So absolutely love that. And I made a good pile of things to go onto Poshmark. Half the things still have tags on them. I know it's bad, but good for you guys. So I'll have my Poshmark linked down below, but we're gonna go get ready to watch Little Mermaid in the theater room. And tomorrow we are finally working on some DIYs. I'm very excited. It's a very exciting vlog if you haven't noticed. Lots of things going on. Huh, Ollie? Do you want me to feed you? You sure? I know you, okay, all right, let's go. So it is DIY day. It is also Friday, so happy Friday. But I'm very excited to start some of these DIY projects and start getting some of these things off the list. I have much bigger DIYs to tackle, but I want to start with some of these little ones and kind of, you know, start the process. Our first stop is Michael's. I have a whole list that I need to get. I haven't been to Michael's for a minute, so let's go see what they have and play with some arts and crafts. First thing on my list is to grab some paint so we can refinish that pot that's stark white. I definitely don't want it stark white. I want it to look like earthy and like old and old world and just like vintage. And so I'm grabbing a ton of different paints, chalk paints. We have one called khaki, I grabbed one espresso, one called trellis gray, and then French linen. So I'm gonna actually spray paint the base of it black and then add all of these different colors and tones and textures to add that aged effect. Oh, and I did grab a pack of different types of sponges, so I have different textures to work with. So I'm very excited to be adding things to like my arts and crafts because I left a lot of it behind when we left Hawaii. So time to redo the arts and crafts kit. The only other thing that I found that was on my list is an H. I have a DIY idea for a little thing to cover a hole where our doorbell used to be. So we'll see if this one works. It's not like exactly what I was thinking, so I might look online as well, but I went ahead and grabbed it. But I think that is it. And now we're gonna head to Home Depot and grab the rest of the supplies. So I found everything on my list, including a few things for some future projects, but time to head home and see how this all turns out. So I am now back from running errands, and I think I have all the supplies that I need for our DIYs. For the closet doors, I grabbed some Easy Off so we can strip the doors, some sandpaper if needed, and then some rubber gloves. But we're gonna start with the closet doors first, that way they can be sitting Easy Off and stripping while we work on some of the other DIYs. Nothing like heading outside at 2 p.m. in Florida. It is so hot outside, like sweat out all those toxins. You know why we love Florida? Because it's about to rain.
You can feel it in the air.
It is so humid. There is a big cloud. Of course, the day that I'm about to start DIY projects, Florida said no.
Yeah, you got less than 2 minutes.
No. So there is a chance that this DIY, the closet doors, will be in next video because I don't think I'll be able to get it done. I'm gonna lay them out and get everything ready, but weather has other plans. So we'll do everything else that we can do inside. That works. Okay, well, I'm gonna stop talking so I can get something done before the rain. Yeah, to be honest, I don't even think it's worth spraying it right now because I just feel like the rain is going to wash it all off. So I feel like it's kind of pointless. But the doors will get a good rinse and a good shower before I do this. Guess that's a win, but I wish you could hear the thunder. I don't know if you can, but it's like rumbling. So maybe I'll do this tomorrow. But for you guys, it'll be next vlog. Yeah, it just doesn't make sense. If the rain stops at a decent time, I will come back out and at least get a layer on here and we can start this project. Yeah, that'll be the plan, but I'm gonna move this camera before that rain breaks. Okay, so the thunder is getting louder, but I want to be able to work on some of these DIY projects inside while the rain is happening. But for me to start this pot DIY, I have to paint the base of it black. It can't be white. So I'm gonna see if I can quickly spray paint it black, and then we can age it and add all the like antiquing and aging looks to it inside. But I want to see if I can get the base done before the sky completely opens up. So let's hurry. I didn't end up spraying it like solid black. I actually left it kind of airy, so that way when I age it, I have more room to like really show some character. So it's not solid black. It actually has more like a black clouding effect on it right now. But it looks so pretty. Oh, I'm so excited. Well, I'm glad I waited to do my closet door DIY because it's really raining. Like it's downpouring. And the lightning and thunder is crazy. Nuts. So I'm pretty impressed with the fact that it's already looking kind of aged and more in the vein of what I'm looking for. I'll put an inspo photo up so you can kind of see what we are going to try to achieve. So I have my art supplies here, my sponges, I have some cloth, I have paper plates, a paintbrush, and then I have all of my chalk paint, and I just have a ton of different colors. I don't know what's gonna give me the look that I want, so we'll probably just mix the colors, we'll grab some water, and we'll just start messing around. I think that's the beauty of these types of projects, is there's really no right way to do it. You're gonna kind of keep creating until you get the look that you want. And honestly, I feel like with more layers and more texture and more colors is better. Like, I think that's will give us that old vintage, like, found piece that I'm going for. So we're just gonna play around and see what we come up with. I am obsessed. This turned out better than I even imagined. So good. I am so happy I did this. And I don't know if you remember, but yesterday I said that I had seen this at Home Goods, like this pot, this exact one. It's been there for like a couple months, and every time I'm like, no, I don't need it, I don't need it. And I'm so glad I ended up grabbing this and refinishing it, because I needed something this size, and I love that I was able to like finish it the way I wanted it, and like with the colors and tones. This is perfect. I'm excited for this to fully dry. I'm gonna let it sit for a minute before I place it on any furniture. Very impressed with myself, as well as just how it turned out. So a few tools that I used that I loved. I used a bunch of different acrylic paints, some chalk paints, acrylic paints. I just made a mess, really. I did use a little bit of a cheesecloth to help dry in certain areas, but the main two things, actually three things that I used, was this sponge. I feel like it's almost like a bath sponge. I feel like there's a word for it. It's like a sea bath sponge. It's like that really airy sponge. This was really nice for adding texture, and it didn't pick up too much product. And I did wet all the sponges before I did it. And then to smooth everything out, which I think really gave it like that old world, like clay pottery type of look, I used just like a simple sponge, the smoothest one in that pack. Blend everything in almost like a beauty blender. That's literally what this one did. This one got it on there really nicely, and I was able to kind of create some texture, and then I went in and blended it out with basically my beauty blender, and I felt like it gave it a really pretty finish. I think all in on this pot I spent $85, maybe $90, and the ones I was looking at online were anywhere from like $300 to $650. So this was a good find and a good DIY. Don't be intimidated when you see a pot. Look at the texture, look at the size, and just literally you can paint it any way you want. So I'm gonna wash up, I'm gonna clean up, I'm gonna let this dry. Okay, it's time to decorate. I'm gonna redo this area. I just felt like that vase would feel a lot better here size-wise. I just wanted something a little bit more substantial. So we're gonna redo this and reconfigure it a little bit, but I'm so excited to see it over here. And I'm excited to have some like bigger substantial pieces too. So, all right, let's see how we did. Now I did add some felt feet on the bottom because this is a very, very heavy vase and her pot, but I do not want it to scratch any furniture. I like that. It feels a little more simplified. Now I'm trying to decide if I want to put something in here. Like I have those wood stems from that previous vase, so I may test that out, but I also may leave it empty with just like a clear vase in there. So that way when I find like tree branches or anything like that, I can put them in there. So I might try to do that, like bring in some greenery from outside from a tree and put it in the vase and just do something really big. I don't think I like this as well as I did in the other vase. I think with the smaller neck our opening of that other pot, it worked better. So I might leave these for that, to put that somewhere else, and then just keep this empty until I want to bring in like tree branches or something. But yeah, let's not do that. Okay, I've been staring at it for a few minutes and I am so happy with this DIY. Highly recommend this. I do want to try finding some branches tomorrow and throwing them in there and see how they look, but we did it. We finished a DIY. Not as many as I wanted to today because of the rain, but we finished a DIY. So I am cooking some steak burritos for Sawyer and I for dinner, but I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night and finish this vlog. I was hoping to get more DIYs done, but I feel like that was a good start. I'm really happy with how my refinishing of my vase turned out. I'm very, very happy with it, especially because of how similar it looks to like that old world feel that my inspo photos were giving me. So very happy with that. Next vlog we will tackle those closet doors and possibly a few other things. So be sure you're subscribed if you have not done so already, so you guys do not miss out on anything, any DIYs coming up. And I will have everything linked down below, anything that I used in this video, as well as my Poshmark, and everything will be down there. So check the description box if you're looking for anything. But that is it. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Oh my gosh, and I successfully made sourdough bread in this vlog. Wow, this was a very successful vlog. I totally forgot. Okay, now that's it. All right, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.